Gypsy Rose has recently disclosed that she opted to remove her public social media profiles, and she's openly articulating why she values her privacy over the toxic atmosphere found on social media. Just to catch up those of you who aren't in the loop with Gypsy Rose, her story is definitely one that has gained widespread notoriety across the media, and there has even been a movie made after her story. Gypsy gained widespread recognition from her involvement in a 2015 plot to end the life of her mother, Dee Dee. She was discharged from prison late last year after serving 8 years of incarceration, and she's been in the social media limelight for a good 3 months now. And it looks like Gypsy is completely over all of it now. There was a whole topic of conversation about the whole Gypsy Rose social media anomaly, which I think is important to address, because I feel like Gypsy Rose's case after she got released was different than anything we've ever seen before. We've never seen someone who committed such a crime in taking part of her own mother, receive massive amounts of fame and attention, and a lot of money from all the promotions of her documentary, her book that she did. It almost started to seem dystopian in a sense to a lot of people, seeing her being invited to all these celebrity events, getting millions of followers in just a matter of days, and receiving non-stop support from millions of people around the globe right after she got released from prison for such a crime. Half of social media was scared that she was released, being like, I couldn't imagine being in the same room with this woman, I just wouldn't trust her after what she did to her mom. But the other half were just being like, leave the poor woman alone, she's done her time in jail long enough, and she was being oppressed by her mom throughout her entire childhood, just let her live a normal life now. Well, earlier this week, Gypsy raised some concerns after she deleted her public Instagram account. She then took to TikTok, where she discussed her decision in a series of lengthy videos, and it now appears that she's axed her TikTok account as well. So she is pretty much nowhere under the sun in the social media world anymore. You can't find any of her accounts, they are all gone. In one of the videos, Gypsy said the decision to take a step back came after getting some crucial guidance from her dad. She says that with the public scrutiny as bad as it is, that she prefers to live a more private life off of social media and just doesn't want to live her life under a microscope. She posted a video titled "Talking About My Accountability," and here's some more she had to say about the situation, also giving her take on her then ex-boyfriend, who was also involved in the murder of her mother, and how she felt about him receiving life in prison as opposed to her sentencing, which was only about 8 years.
They asked me what was my feelings about my co-defendant and how did I feel that he is doing life without parole and in comparison to my sentence. And I was honest with them. I've always felt that I feel like more than one life was taken that night because of me, because of what I chose to do. They made it very clear that they felt like I needed to participate in a mental health program. So when they decided that they were going to release me at my mandatory minimum, which was 8.5 years, they put 2 stipulations on me. Mandatory therapy, which is going great so far, by the way. I see a therapist once a week. And no contact with my co-defendant. Absolutely no contact. And that's fine as well.
She talked about feeling freedom when she was released and all these different things she had to promote regarding her story, and she said that she just wasn't feeling it. All that pressure, all those eyes on her.
I'm gonna be honest, I got carried away in the hype of everything. I came out, I had to promote a documentary, I had to promote my ebook, and going to New York, yeah, it was nice and stuff, but it was so not my life. Does that make sense? I didn't understand why people are so interested in my life. I don't get it at all.
Gypsy also expresses how she didn't like how she was being represented as a in front of everyone on social media, and how her past doesn't define the modern version of her, while taking note of the guilt she does feel about her past.
And I did some interviews, and I said some things that I feel confused a lot of people. One particular thing I said was on a podcast, and I said I didn't identify as the M-word, which we all know what the M-word is. And what I meant by that was not that I'm not branded the M-word. I know that I am, but it's not like I'm going to go to a job interview and be like, hi, my name is Gypsy Blanchard. I'm an M-word. That's all I meant by it. I meant that My past does not define my future. My future is what I make it. And I know that I did something wrong in my crime. And that's something that I have to live with. That's my cross to bear. And everybody doesn't see me bear it to the surface every day because I am in therapy. I am working on myself. I'm working on my self-esteem. I can't crawl in a ball and shut my whole life down every single day of my life. No one sees like what my husband sees or what my family sees. I have days that I cry because I keep reliving it in my head. That's my cross to bear. Am I guilty of my crime? Yes, I am. But I don't feel like I can't be given a second chance to do better. I want to do better. There's lots of things that I feel like I can contribute to society if only given a chance.
She brings up the topic of social media, how it's not real to her, and her perception of it since being released from jail.
To try and just live my authentic life and what's real to me. And what's not real is social media. Like, social media is like literally a doorway to hell. Like, it's so crazy. I can't even wrap my head around what social media is. I thought that once I got out of prison, I'd come out and I'd enjoy social media like the next, person, taking selfies of myself in the mirror and just acting goofy and everything. It's the simple stuff in life, right? So a lot of people probably already noticed that I deleted my Instagram, my public one, the one with it was 7.8 million followers when I deactivated it, or I deleted it. I permanently deleted it. What happened is I had a really good conversation with my dad, actually. And he gave me some guidance that I feel like I really needed. And that guidance was to just show me that, like, real life is something you could touch, something that you could feel, people that you could actually hug. And with the public scrutiny, as bad as it is, I just don't want to live my life under a microscope. And so I created my private Instagram.
Now, Gypsy then admits she's not entirely off of social media, saying she did set up a private Instagram account and even verified it, but she had no trouble or doubts about deleting her public one, which had millions and millions of followers. And Gypsy did say that some people were shocked that she would just delete that account with all those millions of followers and just kind of throw it away like that. But to that, she had to say, I could give a F about a following. Like, that's not real life. And after she posted this video, she shortly ended up deleting her TikTok. Now, a couple of days ago, People magazine came out with an exclusive with Gypsy Rose that some people thought was very interesting, especially given how all of a sudden Gypsy's decision was to delete both of her platforms like that. They said, a source explained to People that her decision was at the advisement of her parole officer so she wouldn't get in trouble and go back to jail. To my family, my dad, my husband, all I am is just Gypsy, and they love me for being who I am. My private Facebook and my private Instagram has #LoveForWhoIam as my bio. Now, some people think the reason Gypsy actually left social media was because some drama she had with another TikTok creator who goes by Nina, and this creator summed up the situation pretty well. Apparently, someone was reporting to Gypsy's parole officer that she was trying to contact with her co-defendant at the time, Nicholas, who is doing life in jail, through this girl, Nina. Again, Nick was the man who was involved in the crime of murdering Gypsy's mother along with her.
It stems back to another creator called Nina the Beauty Influencer here on TikTok. Ever since Gypsy's release, she has been very vocal about Gypsy to the point that Gypsy actually had her blocked. Then Nina posted a video about how Gypsy Rose messaged her. Now, Gypsy asked that Nina not share the screenshots of these messages. However, Nina did talk about a few. She also told us that she told Gypsy she thinks that she should make a public accountability video, which Gypsy did. However, shortly after Gypsy posted her taking accountability video, she deleted her TikTok account. So why is that? Another creator on this app that goes by Says Bree shared this screenshot that was from Gypsy. In this screenshot, she states, I'm having to delete my TikTok by order of my PO. Someone reported to my PO that I am passing messages to Nick through Nina. That is not it at all. I'll send you all what I said to her. Now, following Bree's video, Nina posted a follow-up video where she went and confirmed with Gypsy. According to Nina from Gypsy, Gypsy confirmed that someone did report her to her parole officer, but that Nina was not passing messages from Gypsy to Nicholas Godejohn. And in the end, Gypsy just decided that it would be better to not be publicly on social media. I will tag all of these creators down below so that you can go watch their videos on it, but let me know what you guys think about this.
This is all crazy though, given that just 2 months ago she was at her peak. She was being invited to these massive celebrity events, being treated like a celebrity and everything, and it seemed like she was happy with all the hype as well. And she even had a message for the haters around 2 months ago before she would be in the position of having to delete her social medias.
You guys, I'm here with Gypsy Rose herself, the celeb of the moment. So I know you have so many followers, so much love on social media. But what I want to know is, what do you have to say to the haters?
Well, you know, can't bring me down. I'm on a high right now. I'm living my best life, and y'all can't take that from me.
And the D is
fire!
But anyways guys, I definitely want to know what you think about Gypsy Rose taking her face off of the social media spotlight. What do you think about her decision, and what do you think about the conspiracies regarding why she actually deleted her account? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.